topic because I came in rain and there's rain. And torrential, it is torrential towards the Dehiwala. Maybe the better people are there. Yeah. Anyone from Dehiwala here? Ah, yes. Controversial. Yeah. So that's such a timely topic because we have that ancient thinking about angels that way. Then from them, my dear brethren, we come to the topic proper. First, today is the topic is very vast, and so we will talk today maybe certain themes only. Okay, maybe some other day, if you permit me, that I can come and talk the other themes of the main topic. Okay, so today the etymology. Let me explain later what these things are, etymology, and afterwards, do angels exist? And then the development, what's called the genesis and growth of the Jewish angelic thought. So it's very clear from these three topics, the topic is going to be on angels today. When it's too dark, better not to talk about devils. It's rainy and then thunder and lightning, better not to talk about devils, because we can talk about demon another, but not about demon. Yeah, devil fish we can fish and curry we can enjoy, but not the devil. So today we will take this topic of what's called angels and some fragment of angels, the topic angels. And first the etymology. The etymology of angels. That means the meaning. What does it mean? The original meaning, not the theological or any spiritual meaning, but the meaning coming from the very word itself, etymology. Say, for example, what is called, we are in Kollupitia, no? Kollupitia. What is Kollupitia etymologically? Pitia means ground, no? Kollu means what? What is Kollu? Anybody from Kolpiti? What's the etymology of your town here, Kolpiti? Dehiwala could be definitely what? Field of what? Dehi? Lemon. Attiriya etymology is there's at Adiya, no? The elephant, the footprint. The elephant came from this Korte Rajdhani, you know, the Korte kingdom, and then he set the footprint there on a rock, and off he went. But the people start saying, "Aliyage atage adiya butena, atage adiya butena." It's long word, no? They say, "No, atage adiya, at adiya, attidiya." So that's the etymology of the word called Attidiya. Today, if you say what's Attidiya, it could become a town or a township or a borough. But anyway, etymologically, that's out at Adiya, the footprint of the elephant, Attidiya. That's the etymology. Similarly, the word angel, what could be the etymology? A-N-G-E-L, angel. We have its derivations, no? Angel, Angela, what else? The names? Angelica, yes. Angelina. Who else? Angelo, yes. The male, Angelo, yes. Angela, Angelo. Angelo, male. Angela, feminine. Okay. Angelina. Then Angelo, yes. Angeletto. In the Italian, Angeletto, Angeletta, feminine. So we have these names coming from the word A-N-G-E-L, angel. But what does angel mean? Etymologically. From where does it come? A-N-G-E-L, angel. Angel, angel. Huh? No, I mean, just think. You said Anglican, no? Anglican. Huh? What does it mean, angel? The word, perhaps you may know. You're a student from for donkeys years in the Aquinas, no? Yes. Yeah. Even before the donkey was born, you have been there. Yeah. so, so angel comes from angelos. Yes. The angel from angelos. Okay. Now we have some similar words. Angelos, then we have angelia. Then angelo. Sorry, angelo. Sorry. So we have angelo, then angelia, and then angelos. The Greek verb angelo means to tell. Then the noun angelia, the Greek noun angelia means what is told. Okay. Then another noun, Greek noun called angelos, means the one who tells. The one who tells. Is that clear? So angelia means, the angelo, that's a verb, angelo, means to tell, to say something, to tell. Angelia means what is told. We can call it message, news. Then angelos means the one who goes and tells. We can call it messenger. Therefore, the angel comes from angelos, and angelos means a messenger, the one who carries a message, the one who is sent by someone. If that one who is sent is a human being, we call it a messenger. Say, for example, from the palace, the king sends someone with a message. We call it messenger, no? The royal messenger. Suppose God sends from his divine court someone, we call him angel. So it depends on the person who sends and the person who is sent. So if God sends a celestial being, and that one we call, who carries the message, we call it being angel in English. And if a human being like a king, if he sends another human being with a message to be proclaimed to the citizens, or carrying a message to a particular army commander, okay, or to a particular person out there, then of course that one is we call a messenger, a royal messenger from the palace. So therefore it depends on the whether it is a human being or a divine being. If divine being we say angel, if human being we say messenger simply. And angels from heaven, messengers from a palace maybe. Palace. So this is the original meaning or the etymology of this word angelos, angel. Therefore, anybody, when in the Bible, if the word angelos is used, first we must check who is going and who is sending him. Depending on the context, it's a human being or a divine being. If human being, we may say a messenger. If divine being, like Raphael, Gabriel or Michael, or say a cherub, no, a seraph, then of course we call him an angel. Therefore, in the Hebrew Bible, this is of course in the Greek Bible, the Septuagint and the New Testament, but in the Hebrew Bible we have another word, a Hebrew word called malach. So malach. In Hebrew, malach means, once again, messenger. If a human being, we call him messenger. If a divine being like malach Adonai, that means an angel. Not malach, okay, but malach. K has to be pronounced. Malach. So malach means messenger. Melech means king. Malach means messenger. It's sent from the palace, a royal messenger. It's sent from the divine palace, it's an angel. Yes. So these are the two predominant words, the two main words we find in the Hebrew Bible and the Greek Bible. Malach, then we have angelos. So they both carry the meaning message, messenger. Someone is sending him, that idea, no? Someone is sending this messenger and he has a message, he has to go and proclaim that message. Someone is sending him. So these connotations, these nuances are there in these two words called malach and angelos. Yeah. So anything that is needed for this, about this, definition, the etymology? Anything you want to ask? Yeah. What's that? Yeah, Malachi, yes. No. Malachi means prophet, isn't it? Malachi. Yeah, definitely now that's come from Melech. Melech means king. Say Melech, Malki. Malki means not the Allapathina Kela neme. Malki means the my king. Yes. I am not on record. No, mukut koyat nahi ane. What's that? On the web, because this Saturday our transfers. Saturday our transfers. Abroad, okay, not here, no. So malach means messenger. Angelus means also messenger. From there now we come to the question, do angels exist? Okay. So now this topic, the second question, the second theme of our discussion, do angels exist? Just open the Bible. And try to find some places where we find some reference to the Bible. Now, first of all, before that, what's our belief? The Catholic belief. Do angels exist? Yes, just as devils exist out there, angels exist in this parish hall. Yeah. So angels exist. So angels do exist. That's what you all believe. Now, even when you are talking now, where are they? They're with us. They're around us. They listen to our talk. Let's say, for example, St. Paul, in one of the letters, we'll see it future, that how he says, okay, the spectacle, we are in the spectacle, we are in the audience of the angels, human beings and angels. Therefore, just like, when we address people, we say, say for example, a president or a big shot, address the citizens. Here, what do they say? My dear Sinhalese, my dear Tamils, then my dear burghers, my dear Muslims, like that. So there are different categories of people, no? Language-wise, yes. So similarly, when we talk about the divine beings, so we usually think of God only. Or may Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. But there are also angels and saints. Angels and saints. Perhaps we may not include them in our address. But St. Paul, the spirituality, that's called angeletto. Little angels. Angeletta means feminine. So we have two angeletti and angelo one, angeletto. So we address God, the triune God, Father, Son, and Spirit. Also, we can also address saints and the angels and the saints. Sometimes we may forget that phrase, but we must also, when we pray to God, we must remember the divine assembly. There are saints, saints known, saints unknown. Also, there are angels, various types of angels. So they should also be taken into our prayer. Just like, when the president speaks to the country, the citizens, he thinks of what's my audience. Okay, here there are Sri Lankans, but anyway, there are Sinhalese, Tamils, burghers, and Muslims. I can still remember one president addressed only Sinhalese, Tamils, and Muslims. Then Father Forbes, Father Forbes? For Dalston Forbes? Ray Forbes' brother? Okay. He wrote a letter to that particular president. We also exist. We burghers could be a dying race, but we also exist. He was my professor in the Canada Seminary. So he read that letter before us, what he wrote. The we burghers also do exist. Therefore, please, your predecessor included us in the address. Therefore, please include us, you as a successor of that great man and of the same political party. After we find that particular president addressing my dear Sinhalese, my dear Tamils, my dear burghers, and then my dear Muslims. So similarly, in our prayer, these celestial figures, they have to be included, the angels. So now, since we say yes to the question, do angels exist? Now, why do you say they exist? Just reflect and now why how someone asks me, yes, I say, you say, you Catholic, you believe angels do exist. But why do you say so? What could be our response? It's in the Bible, yes. That is one answer. Because we believe in the Bible, that is God's word for us. And then angels do exist in the Bible, the biblical material. They are present in various scenes, various occasions, with certain persons. And we have seen their operation, their work, their ministry. Therefore, since this is the word of God, and they are present in the word of God, we say not only in the biblical material in the book, but outside the Bible, out in the outer reality, they do exist. Not only, it's not just, in the order of our mind. If only it's in the order of mind, it's just like a single Tamil we say paityan, no? Oru manidan, oru paitya. Say, for example, has what's called mirage, 12 noon, mirage, water on the road. Does it exist? It doesn't exist. Kadupulmal, or like mermaid, Diyakunduriye. Does she exist? One part woman, another part fish. It's just like, it's a fabrication, no? Combination. Because of man's what's called faculty of creativity. The mind has the faculty of creativity. So the mind creates things, takes one part from one creature, another part from the other creature. And the one who does the design, he combines both. Then comes a non-real being called mermaid. It exists in the order of mind. No? Order of mind. But not in the order of reality. So one may say, you believe in angels, you Catholics, but anyway, it's just like a mental thing, a mental fabrication. You just, draw that picture in your mind, but it never exists. Say, for example, now we are in a pluralistic society, no? We have a plurality of religions here. Are angels there in Buddhism? I say this because now, what's the single word for angel? Devadutya. That's the word the Catholics or Christians coined. That's the word we contributed to the Sinhalese dictionary. Sinhalese encyclopedia, like Pasqua. No? Because there's no Pasqua in Buddhism or Hinduism or Islam, no? There's no, we say, Namo Priya Prasada Purnavanteni. Does that word exist in Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam? No. Namo Priya Prasada Purnavanteni. So we have contributed certain words. Sabbatha, say Sabbatha. There's no Sabbatha in Sabbath, Sabbath Davasa, Sabbatha in Hinduism or Buddhism or Islam. We from our Christian religion, from the Bible, these words have gone into our local cultures. Actually, the original it says Sabbath, Shabbat, the Hebrew word. Going into English culture as what? Sabbath. Sabbatha into Sinhala culture. The Sinhala culture means Sinhalese, Tamils, Burghers and Muslims. The Sri Lankan culture. So similarly, Devadutya. Are there Devadutya in Buddhism? We have gods and goddesses in Hinduism, no? A pantheon of gods and goddesses. Don't mention your father-in-law's name, but someone is Vishnu, Krishna, they are going to Kataragama Deyo. Samandaya may mean Penna, it's a Munabalangian. So we have gods and goddesses. The word Deva is there, no? Deva. Devya, Devyo, Devivaru. Devi Devatavo. But Devadutya? That's the word which, say, the Malak, Angelos. Angelos became angel in English culture. No? Then Malak or else Angelos came into Sinhalese culture as what? Deva Dutya. That's why I mean, Deva Sankalpa, that concept of Deva is there. In the Vedic tradition, Hindu tradition there, also in the Buddhist tradition, which is born in the matrix of Hinduism and Vedic traditions. So that's why one may say, this is not in our religions, but only in your religion. Therefore, it exists only in the order of mind. Just like this water at 12 noon, or some, say, the mermaid. It doesn't exist in the order of reality, one may say, because of that background. Because they don't have this concept there. But they have Bahiravan type of things. Vaman Rupa, Vamana, Bahirava. As you enter the temple, there's what's called guard stone, no? Muragala, guard stone. Then we have a Vaman Rupa, Bahirava. But not the angel. With wings like that, no angels. So they may try to tell you that they don't exist in the order of reality. That's the context we are in. Oy Bahabhuta, Manasgata, fabrication of your mind. But in this context we say yes, definitely they exist. And first reason, as you all very clearly said, it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Later we will see what are these references, okay, what these references are. But then another argument. First argument is a biblical evidence, no? Yes. Second argument, what can you say? Okay. Yes, that's because of the cultural upbringing, no? Yes. But the second argument? Okay, church teachers, Bible teachers, okay, all in the one category, no? And as you said, Catholic upbringing, no? A child's upbringing. So, Bible, church teaching, all in one category, okay? Away from the Bible, from a rationalistic view, from the view of, reasoning out. She's got a good point, experience. This is what's called in the Bible, okay? Okay. Second category called experiential or experience. People have experienced the presence of angels. The second category called experience. Very good. Later we'll come into those categories in depth, okay? First only the mention in the categories. Yeah. Third one, so Bible, experience of the people. Third, the philosophical thinking. We can reason out that they do exist. How do we prove philosophically? Rationally, with the use of reason, that they do really exist. But there is what's called a ladder of being, a hierarchy of being. Okay, let me explain this now. Say, though we all live in a cosmos, there's always a ladder. Okay. The downstairs we have a category called minerals. On top we have of more value we call plants. Okay. But more than that, there's life in what? Animals, no? Yes. So starting from minerals to plants to animals. More than animals, there's life in what? Human beings. Forgetting this part, we go to the Supremo. We have God. Now, minerals to plants, from plants to animals, animals to human beings, and human beings to God. Okay. Now, as regards body and soul or spirit, okay. Now, human beings, do they have body? Yes. Do they have soul? Yes. How about God now? Does he have body? No. He is only spirit. Spirit only. So therefore human being and God, they both share what's called soul or spirit. This side they don't share, no? Because he doesn't have body, whereas human beings have body. But then can we say, he has soul, he has spirit, therefore God is equal to human beings? Just like, say, pig has a nose, Herman has a nose. So conclusion is obvious. Yeah. So we can't conclude like that because he's a better human being. And here we have God, a spirit, but created or uncreated? Uncreated. But man's soul, created. So created soul, uncreated spirit. Logically, there should be a being here without body, with a soul or spirit, but created. This is a created soul, because he has a body. He doesn't have a body. There should be another creature between these two, without a body, with a spirit only, but that spirit can't be uncreated, it should be created. So there's only one spirit which is uncreated. So this is uncreated, this is created, but he has no body, he has body. So therefore there should be a being here without body, with spirit only, but spirit created. And that being we call what? Angel. Therefore philosophical we can line up our argument that way and say in the hierarchy of beings, starting from minerals to plants, from plants to animals, then to human beings, the supremo of the created cosmos. Then we are going to the supreme, the summum bonum, the supreme goodness of everything. That is called God. But spirit only, uncreated. There should be a being in between, no body, only soul or spirit, but created. And that being, Hebrews will call Malak, Greeks will call what? Angelos. Here we say Deva Dutya. So in English, angel. So one category is the biblical evidence. Second category, as you said, the experience. Third one is the philosophy, the philosophical rationalization. How using our reason we try to prove that there is a being called angel. So there should be a place for a being in between God and human beings. No soul, no body, no physical or bodily thing, but only the spirit. But then not like God who is uncreated, but like man who is created. That's our philosophical argument. Therefore, using philosophy, using our reason, using our experience, using our reading our Bible, we say they do exist. Angels do exist. So third point I have elaborated like this. Now we come to the first point, the Bible. Therefore, first of all, now please take your Bible, open up your Bible, and then find from the Old Testament first some places where angels are referred to. Just jot down in what's called notebook some references. that you can find. First from the pages of the Old Testament, okay? Some places you find angel, angels, a messenger of God, no? Messenger of the Lord, these words. Oh, suppose now you can't find the place, but you know the incident, no? Okay, so they are like this. So therefore, at least write down the incident. I mean, not the whole incident, but only the caption, okay? The headline only. Better if you can cite the place, okay? This book, this chapter, this verse. Or else at least just put the headline. First from the Old Testament. Just a few references. Well, at least the incident you may write in brief, okay? If you can't find the place, exact place. Okay, then anyone can start from maybe these three Charlie's angels. These three Charlie's angels. Huh? Tobit we have. Which angel? Raphael, yes. In the book of Tobit we have Raphael. Okay. Very good. That's one angel in the Old Testament. Can you read that part?
Okay. The Ark of okay, that is 2 Chronicles 5. When King Solomon and all the community of Israel gathered with him in front of the ark, sacrificed many sheep and oxen, all that. And in the inner sanctuary of the house, that is the holiest of holies, under the wings of the cherubs spread out their wings over the place of the ark. Is that?
Okay. Have you been to the Basilica? Yeah. So if you are standing in front like this, you find you find the altar here, on elevated altar. Then what do you find? A high stairway, and then a box on top. No, what's that box? The ark, model of the ark. Okay, and then besides we have written the Suishuddhe, ne? Gloria Sanctus, written there, Suishuddhe. And then on top of the ark, the box. Okay, we have two figures. Who are they? The two angels, no? Cherubs. The angels kept there. That was what the Chronicles say. Yes. So the angels, presence of angels as regards the Holy of Holies, the Temple of Jerusalem, and the Ark of the Covenant. Another place. No, first these three, we'll finish them. Any other from these three? Old Testament first, huh? Yeah. Huh? Yes. Abraham, Isaac, no? What is the incident? Can you remember? Because sacrifice, yes. So in that attempted sacrifice, who comes and blocks the knife? An angel of the Lord. Genesis chapter 22, isn't it? Yeah, good. Any other incident? Maybe these three first? No. Yeah, very good. He's in the tent, was called in the very hot time of the day, and then the terebinths, no? Yes, he's there in Hebron area, and then there is he sees some vision. So three figures coming to his tent side. They are sojourners, not to stay here, but to on their way, some wayfarers. So three are mentioned. And later he finds that they are, two of them are angels. So angels visiting Abraham's tent. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, he sees a dream. Who's a dream? Jacob. He sees a dream. Just like Jesus' father Joseph, this Joseph sees dreams. Jacob sees dreams. Okay, that means Joseph's father. Joseph's father Jacob sees a dream. There, what's the dream? There's a ladder, and angels ascending and descending, Angels, very good. Huh? Now we come to the innocent gents. After the they are so innocent, yeah. Yeah. Judges 30. Can you read this?
Judges 13:3.
Yeah.
Just There was a certain man in Zorah of the clan of the Danites whose name was Manoah. His wife was barren and had borne no children. An angel of the Lord appeared to the woman and said to her, "Though you are barren and have had no children, yet you will conceive and bear one."
Yes. That is chapter 13, no? Judges chapter 13. Who's that figure? Samson, mighty Samson. Therefore, a woman is there, and then who comes? The angel of the Lord comes and talks to her. Angel, no? Angel.
Genesis chapter 32, verse 25. Jacob was left there alone. Then some man wrestled with him until he broke of dawn. When the man saw that he couldn't prevail over him, he struck Jacob's hip at his socket, so that the hip socket was wrenched as they wrestled. The man then said, "Let me go for it in daybreak." But Jacob said, "I will not let you go until you bless me." "What is your name?" The man asked. He answered, "Jacob." Then the man said, "You shall no longer," he spoke of a Jacob, but as his son, because you have contended with the divine and human beings and have prevailed. Jephthah asked him, "Do tell me your name, please." He answered, "Why should you want to know my name?" With what they bade him farewell. Jacob named the place Peniel.
Okay. So that remember that fight there? With the unknown figure, he is fighting. Later it is angel, he realizes. Any other? Very good. Book of Daniel, we have two angels there. Who are they? Name angels, who are they? In your reference, sir? Who is he? Your chapter 10, no? Who is the angel there? His name? Or just please read the passage there. The reference to the angel there.
The angel said to me, "Daniel, God loves you. Stand up and listen carefully to what I am going to say. I have been sent to you." When he said this, I stood up, still trembling.
So one angel there. Another place of Daniel? Huh? Very good. No, I mean Daniel, yes. Yeah, Daniel, yes. We have two angels. What are their names? Now you said Tobit earlier, no? Raphael and Tobit. The other two? Gabriel and Michael. They are in Book of Daniel. Book of Daniel. Okay? So these two figures appear in these chapters, Book of Daniel. Any other reference, please? What's that? Genesis, yes? The Haggai incident, can remember? Abraham and then first with the mistress of Sarai, Haggai, a child born, conceived and born, and that is, then she is sent out because because Sarah ill-treats her, and then at the water there, then an angel comes and consoles her, return. Yeah. That angel, no? Angel. Good. Any other? From here, what's that? So the same incident, I mean the three angels come into, three figures come into Abraham, and then two go into Sodom and Gomorrah. There are two angels, very good. Genesis, yeah. Huh? Balaam, yes. What's the incident? Yeah, the Balak the king. What does he say? You, Balaam, come here and go and curse those people in the camp. Therefore, Balaam goes what? To curse people. Then what happens? He's on a donkey. Yes. Then the angel appears. Therefore, donkey can't move. Then donkey starts talking, no? Yeah, the donkey talks. Yeah, just like our people talk in across the one now. Yeah. Donkey talks. Yeah. Then and so therefore the donkey can't move now. Then very good. Elijah is running now because why? There's a woman who's called Jezebel, isn't it? Ahab Jezebel, and Jezebel is trying to kill the fellow. Yeah, and then this man runs away. Then he's tired, he's fatigued, and then famished. Then what happens? An angel comes and gives him food, very good, sustenance. Very good. Yeah. Now before that, I mean, what is that? What did I talk to? Now we have the Ascension Sunday, no? This coming Sunday. There are some reflection I took for what I don't remember what. Jesus appears, the risen Lord appears, okay, and then he feeds people, no? Maybe the multiplies bread and he feeds. Then another time Jesus comes and says, "Have you got anything to eat?" Or then he says, "Okay, come and have a breakfast here." He feeds people, the disciples. Mostly from this incident, where God sustains his people, the prophets. Jesus, the prophet par excellence. They have similarly, God feeds Jesus. Also, Jesus feeds the people. That feeding the motive, food motive. Yeah. Any other incident? Where angels appear? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, they are. Right. Good. Then? Yeah, remember that the long journey, 40 years. How are they journeying? They don't have these navigators, no? Yeah. How are they journeying? Angel always going in front. No need to, there's no voice to say, go left, go right, turn left, turn right, this exit, take the first exit, second exit. Yeah, no. Angel going in front and directing them. Yes. So we find ample evidence in the Old Testament scriptures, in the Hebrew scriptures. And that is, my dear daughter, as you said, the experience of the people. Not that the writers came later, they just, look at the stars and thought something and wrote something. Everything was coming from the oral tradition. Oral tradition, how does it start? From the experience of the people. So people experience, then it comes to be transmitted orally, then it comes to be written in a book. So what comes first is the experience of the people. So people experienced from time to time the presence of God in the form of angels. Right back in the Old Testament history. You mentioned some names, no? You said David. One said Jacob, no? Then Abraham you said. Then who else? Joshua you said. Then Samson you said. Samson's parents you said. Then prophet Elijah. Okay. Then Tobit you said. Tobit, Tobiah, no? These figures. Then you said some other prophets you said. Gideon you said. Okay. Haggai. So therefore, all these Old Testament figures, they experienced the presence of angels, and then they voiced these things out. Therefore, from camp to camp, the story was transmitted. From mouth to mouth, the story was narrated and re-narrated, told and retold, until it came to be written. In a book called the Old Testament, the Hebrew Scriptures. So the experience was passing, flowing like a stream. So on top we have the Bible, the word written, and underneath, what do you find? Experience of those biblical figures. The experience. So on top we have the Bible here, the word written. Looks like a letter which is dead, but there's a living experience down here. And this word is built on that living experience of the people who lived upon the earth, the days of Abraham, in the days of these figures. They experienced God and his angels. Then they said these things. Later people come and write these things. So now, say, it's like if you read this Sunday's Messenger, the headline news is about Vatinapaha. You know Minuangoda? There's Ballepana Handiya, Minuangoda along that. Then on the right you find when old church, small Christian community, but even this Professor Carlo Fonseca coming from there. You know Father Anselm Fonseca, Rajagiri parish priest, coming from there. Okay. Then Vijay Kumaratunga, then all these people are coming from that area. Or the Fonsecas and Pirises are from that area. Okay. A very important church. Once we had a Bible Sunday there. Very hospitable church. People, community there. We always, did you join? I don't know. Okay. So now they are centenary celebration. So I had to read a little bit about their history, because they had published what's called Souvenir. They're 100 years. So the story goes, some people moved from Sidu and went interior into this Buddhist area. And then they had their lodgings there, their houses, settlements in Ballepana Handi, that area. And little by little, the community increased, but they didn't have a church, a Kajan house. And then they built up a little church, invited the priests from Sidu, that area. Today it's under Kamaragoda parish. Minuangoda Kamaragoda. Okay, Father Christopher Fernandez is the parish priest now. Earlier Father Peterson, like that. So this is the present status. But then earlier, people came. Now if you say today Ballepanda church, that Vatinapaha church, we say 100 years. 100 years to the building, not to the community. Which comes first? Community or the church? Community comes first. They don't think, they don't come with the church. They start living here, doing their business there. Later, after a few years only, they try to catch up a priest moving that way, going that way, and to get him here for at least one mass or blessing or baptism. Now in the Souvenir book, everything is written. Now tell me, the writers of today, of that Souvenir book, did they exist those days? No. They have put some old photos. After years and years, a church was built, and I can't remember the name of the father, maybe an OMA priest in a black cassock, and seated here like this. And the parish pastoral council members and the whole village could be taken into one small picture, small number only. And all, having this comb, this type of old combs, and the coat, and the sarong, and then the belt. And others, up to this, the gents, the boys, wearing these things. And the ladies all, like Kumari Hami, kids. So those who compiled this one here, definitely they went into the oral tradition. They don't have the experience, but they built this book, the Souvenir, on the experience of their forefathers. So, got some pictures from here and there. Listen to the oral tradition well, what the present day elders say, and they got from their elders. They got from their elders, like that. And no one wrote in between. Only some scattered photos in houses. Also one photo in the sacristy. So they made a thorough investigation into these things. A scientific work is built today called Souvenir of that church. So with this written work, they are marching towards another 100. Similar to the Bible. So these figures you mentioned, Gideon, Isaac, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, these figures, prophets maybe, patriarchs like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the kings, David, yes, Solomon, So they had scattered experience of the angels. Not that as they see the angel, they write something. They experience the angel. They experience the message. The one who is sent with a message. And afterwards, they tell this, it goes for years and years. Let it come to be written into a work called Bible, Old Testament. Therefore, Bible contains, as you said, the experience of the people. Therefore, our predecessors or our elder brother, the Jews, they strongly believe angels do exist. There's a study called angelology. That means study of angels. So there are Jewish Christian angelologists, experts on this subject. Jews believe in angels. Say for example, Pharisees, no? The Pharisees, they believe in angels. Then coming from there to the New Testament now. Now open up the New Testament now. See whether Jesus believed in angels, apostles believed in angels, and the early church believed in angels. Get some quotations from the New Testament. First go to the Gospels and find Jesus' belief in angels. Then go to the Acts of the Apostles or letters about the belief of the apostles or the early church. Or are we simply, carrying on a Jewish tradition? Or is his belief also Christian? Just jot down some incidents if you can't exactly locate the chapter and the verse. Okay. So presence and existence of the angels in the New Testament. That means the Gospels about Jesus, then apostles, and then the early church. Because our faith, we say what? Apostolic faith, no? Not simply Jewish faith, but apostolic faith. So based on the apostles. So we see whether Jesus' faith was there, then apostles' faith was there about these angels. And the early church believed in the angels. Or else, I mean, if they didn't believe, we are just, have invented something, no? In later centuries. Then our faith goes back to the Jesus' age. Jesus' New Testament. Okay, then first about Gospels. Okay, we'll go by section. So Gospels first: Mark, Matthew, Luke, John. So in the days of Jesus, Jesus and the contemporaries, did they believe in angels? Yes. If yes, what are the differences? First of all, from this side, from this block. Huh? Okay, there's John. We have Jesus speaking to Nathanael. What does he say? Yeah, the same thing of that Jacob's dream, no? A ladder, then angels going up and down. Then that means Jesus believed in angels. Otherwise, he don't talk about this ladder, no? The ladder of Jacob. Then Zechariah in the temple of Jerusalem. What does he see? Vision of the angel. So angel comes and talks to him. The Annunciation, no, about John the Baptist. And then that means Zechariah experienced an angel there. And he believed in that angel. That's why with the child is born, what does he write? His name is John. Who gave this word? Angel there. Some months ago, up in the temple, he gave a name called John. After 9-10 months, he writes, his name is John. That was his experience. Then, what's that? Another Annunciation call to Mary. Who appears? Angel Gabriel. It was Mary's experience. Saint Joseph, that another Annunciation. That's in Matthew. There you find how he sleeps, like his former counterpart called Joseph of the Old Testament sleeps. He also sees why. They both see dreams, no? How can you see dreams? Double heen enemy, not daydreams. You have to sleep first. Then only you see a dream. That Joseph also sees dreams means he also sleeps well. This Joseph also sleeps well, and therefore he sees dreams. On the RP metro Wait, and then in the dream he sees what? Not Mary but angel. And then angel comes and says something. Take Mary, your wife, into your house. Don't just discard her. And call the child's name what? Jesus. And afterwards, what are we told? He does everything what the angel says. That means he believes in angels. So Mother Mary believed, Saint Joseph believed, you said Jesus believed, then experience of Zechariah, okay, then, yeah, the resurrection narratives, no? You find 1 or 2 angels, and who are running there? Now, who are running there? What? Huh? Now, who are running to the tomb now, early in the morning? The women are running. The holy women are running. And then they find the angels at the entrance. It was the experience of the holy women, those who are associates of Jesus. Yeah, like Mary Magdalene and the other ladies. Yeah, Gethsemane, what happens there? Angel comes in. Yes. Also, after 40 days, another angel comes in, helps. Yes. So after 40 days of tempting, an angel comes and ministers to Jesus. Also in the garden. It was experience of Jesus and belief of Jesus. Then, no, first the gospel. Gospel is Mark, Matthew, Luke, John. Then first, huh? Shepherds. What's the experience? One comes and says, yeah, Jesus is born. Your Savior is born in the city of David today. No, go and worship him. Then host of angels, no, singing something. So angel and angels. Experience of those social outcasts called shepherds. Then just check there. The angel or angel's uncle said this. Yeah. That's about Matthew chapter 2. Yes. Verse 12. So in a dream, no, we are not told which angel or anything. No, only just a dream only. Dream. Yeah. But there in Matthew we find so many occurrences of angel appearing to whom? Saint Joseph, telling, go and take this as your wife. Afterwards, where? Go to Egypt. Run to Egypt. Come back from Egypt. All from the angels. From angel. Yeah. Then another? Huh? Yeah, we come to early church later, okay? First the Gospels, Mark, Matthew, Luke, John. This is Acts of the Apostles, yeah. Yes. Very good. So, I mean, the last day what happens? There's an ingathering, no? Just like sickling of harvest, there's a sickling of people, good and bad, discernment, discretion and vindication. There are angels going to the four corners of the world and collecting the people. Jesus being the judge, the angels as the servants of Jesus. Very good. The last scene of the world, no? Yes. Yeah. Then. So we have come to the conclusion now from these examples that Jesus believed in angels. Not only Jesus, Saint Joseph, Mother Mary, then Zechariah, and other biblical figures, the contemporaries, experienced angels. Then you mentioned about Saint Peter, no? Acts of the Apostles. What's an incident? Yeah, he was in prison, half sleep. He doesn't know who is taking, what's happening. He comes out, how? Angel comes and opens the prison doors. Paul also the same. So Peter, Paul all experienced the presence of the angels. Therefore, not only Jesus, but his apostles, missionaries, the contemporaries, those who even came after Jesus, like St. Paul, they experienced in the early church the presence of the angels. Yes, yeah. Legions of angels, yeah. Then, what does Philip think? Okay. The Ethiopian eunuch, yes. Yeah. Okay, now just see who sends Philip. Turn to Acts chapter 8. Acts chapter 8. Huh? Angels exist, no? Acts chapter 8. Read that. See the place where go to that road. Where's that verse? Huh? Please read that. Yeah. Okay. So, sorry, once again tell the beginning was? Yeah. Yeah, so angel of the Lord directs him. Okay. And then he goes and then does the mission. Yeah. So the early church guided by the angels. So Jesus and angels, then now apostles and angels. That stage. Someone spoke of Hebrew something. Yeah. Chapter 13, yes. No, please read the verse first. 13.
But you have come to Mount Zion, the heavenly Jerusalem, the city of the living God, where countless angels have gathered to the festival.
Okay, so we have the vision of angels. The last vision we have, vision of angels gathering people, okay, on Mount. Good. So it's very clear that not only the Jews, but then the present day Jews like Jesus and his apostles, they inherited faith of the angels and they believed in angels. And afterwards, this was transmitted to the early church, the Jews and the Gentiles. So we, the Gentile Christians, we received from the Jewish Christians, Peter, Andrew, James, John, because Jesus believed in angels. And Jesus, believed because his forefathers of the Old Testament, they believed in angels. And Jesus, truly God, truly man, as God he knows that in the divine assembly are the angels. So we come to the picture like, take Job now. Job chapter 1 or chapter 2. Chapter 2 first take. Job 2. Where we find a divine assembly. Can you read? Job 2. Chapter 2 of Job.
Job's second trial. Okay. Is that one?
No, chapter 2. This is chapter 2. This is 3, no?
Yeah, this one, right?
Yes, yes.
Another day, the angel of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and again Satan was with them. The Lord asked Satan, "Where
Okay.
have you
Now,
been?"
we have what does the first verse say? Okay. Then come to chapter 1. Where the first assembly?
Verse 6. One day the angel of the Lord came to present.
Yes, yes. Please read that first.
Same thing, right? Yeah. One day the angel of God came to present themselves.
Angels of God. Angels.
Angels of God, yeah. Before the Lord, and Satan came with them. The Lord asked Satan,
Okay.
"Where?"
So here we have a picture of what? Just like on earth we have a big chair here. Man is seated, we call him king. And then his ministers are around him. The palace, we call it palace. Now this picture is now moved to heaven. And we say, in heaven also we have a God seated there, enshrined there, enthroned there. And then we have his ministers around him. Hebrew Bible calls it what? Sons of God. Okay, sons of God. And then one of them is called Satan. Okay, so sons of God. And then, so God and his sons of God, whom we call angels today. So that picture we have. So that's the picture Jesus believed in. God with his angels, host of angels. So Jesus believed this. He also believed with the other contemporary Jews. Then what he said was, at the end of days, they'll come to help Jesus, to ingather the people, do the discernment, the judgment. The presence of angels in the Old Testament and the New Testament. But from when you look at all these examples, there's one distinction which has to be made. I'll come to that point from these examples. We have some Annunciation stories, no? Remember? Matthew chapter 1, Luke chapter 1. Turn to Matthew chapter 1 first. There we have St. Joseph, then a vision after he decides to withdraw Mary secretly. Okay, can you read that, madam? That verse. Oh, no, chapter 1.
But just then, when he had resolved to do this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said,
Thank you. An angel of the Lord appears to St. Joseph in a dream. Angel of the Lord. Is he named? He's not named, unnamed. Now come to Luke chapter 1. We have another Annunciation story where angel comes to Mother Mary. Can you read it? 1:26, isn't it?
In the 6th month, angel Gabriel was sent from God to a town of Galilee in Nazareth.
Okay. There, another Annunciation story to Mary, not to Joseph, to Mary. Their angel is named. So in Matthew, there's St. Joseph, angel comes, but unnamed. Name is not given by the writer. Then in Luke we have St. Mary, then an angel comes and the name is given as Gabriel. So from this contrast, from these two references, what can we conclude? This betrays the history. So the next topic after first etymology, then do angels exist? Third one is the development. Development of Jewish angelic thought. Okay, the development of Jewish angelic thought. So these examples give us some background to this. The development of Jewish angelic thought. Usually we come to conclusions from the known, isn't it? From the known we go to the unknown. Now we excavate certain things and then from there, for example, now the parish priest starts digging the whole thing. And then he excavates some, say, some Portuguese coins. So the known is the Portuguese coins. Or just like, I mean, you know Javath Cemetery, Catholic section. There's a well there, the Holy Well of Javath Cemetery. So there's a staircase, you know, kind of stairway down to the water. And this was, you know, told by Father Don Peter, W. Don Peter. And after his records, after his writings, the archaeology department went and excavated that area. Then they found what? Some coins, Portuguese coins, thrown into the water, or some fallen on the way to the water. What does it mean? So this is the known thing, no? So from the known we go to the unknown. What could be the unknown thing? How come that the Portuguese coins found on the stairway, the stones like that, and then some fallen on the half on the way, some near the water? Usually, what's our custom? In villages, it happens. Church feast or something, or for example, Bopitia, St. Nicholas's church feast. The bar, the vows, they go and throw coins, no, into the well. So similarly, that means, I mean, the coins are there. There's no store. Only the coins are there. From the coins, we go to the unknown. From known, we go to the unknown. Portuguese coin fallen here means this can't be a simple well. This should be a church well. Church well means there should be a church here, somewhere here, on that mound of cemetery. Okay. That means, and the coins are Portuguese. That means in the Portuguese days, how do they say Portuguese coin? How do you know? Anybody from Alavatha church here? You're from Alavatha. San Lorenzo. On one side, reverse break, San Lorenzo written. On the other side, what? The gridiron. Gridiron, he was roasted there. Gridiron was carved there. S.L. San Lorenzo. Because Lorenzo is Almeida's patron saint. And so, from these coins, that means church well, it should be a church well, then days of Portuguese, and then there was a church here then, which we can't see now, but only church, there should be a church, and then devotees came here. And some coins fell. Some they threw into the water as bar, as vows, Yes. That means there's an ingathering of Catholics, the days of the Portuguese and the Dutch period and British period also. So from the known we go to the unknown. So these little coins cracked coins fallen there, they give us a beautiful history. They bring us to a beautiful history. Similarly from here, the two evidences, name angel, unnamed angel, they bring us back to the growth, the genesis and the growth of the Jewish angelic thought. So what could be the history then? Angel named, angel unnamed. Usually what could come first? Named or unnamed? Yeah, unnamed first, then only named. That means the first stage, angels unnamed. The second stage, they come to be named. So we can postulate now, we can visualize now the first stage now. The first stage we have God as angel. That means angel means what? God himself, the first stage. Okay. We'll take an example like Exodus, please read Exodus, please. Chapter 3, Exodus. Read from verses, say 1 to 5. Chapter 3, Exodus. Yes. So here we have Moses, and then the mount there, and then he's down here. He has the flock of Jethro, and then he's leading the flock there beyond the wilderness, and he comes to a place called Horeb, a mountain called Horeb, which would later be called what? Mountain of God. Okay, next. Then who appears now? Angel of the Lord. So first we are told from the bush, from the burning bush appears whom? The angel of the Lord. There in the Hebrew word we have about Malach or Malach Adonai, the angel of the Lord. Please read. Then Moses said this thing. Okay. Next. Now verse 4. When the Lord saw. So verse 2 says, the angel of the Lord saw. So over verse 3 we come to verse 4, and if one after the other, so it says, not angel but the Lord sees. So at the beginning, the angel of the Lord sees. In a verse very much textually approximate. Not angel but the Lord says. Therefore, who sees actually? God sees. Therefore, the phrase angel of the Lord means what? To say God sees. Therefore, the angel of the Lord is what's called the earthly representation of God. So, angel comes and talks means who talks? God talks. Angel comes and, says something means God says. Angel comes and does something on earth means who is doing it? God is doing it. Therefore, angel means God himself. So that is the first stage of the development. Therefore, in Matthew, we have an angel coming and talking to St. Joseph. He is not named. Just like this Exodus angel, no? Is he named? No, he's not named. Just said, the angel of the Lord saw. Then the Lord saw. Angel unnamed. And Matthew, we have angel unnamed coming and talking to St. Joseph. Therefore, if that angel says, you take Mary, who is telling that? Not Gabriel, who? God is saying that. If that angel says, flee to Egypt, who is saying it? God is saying it. If that angel says, come back to Palestine now, who is saying it? God is saying that. Therefore, angel means God. That was the first, the beginnings of the angelic understanding, thought. Then, as we very logically said, second stage is what? They come to be named. They are no more God. They are separate beings. Angels as separate beings. The first stage, there's no separation, there's no distinction. Angel talks means God talks. Angel says something means God says. Angel does something means God does it. Second stage, they are separated, distinct from God. They are distinct beings, and they receive names like Gabriel, Raphael, Michael. So in Luke chapter 1, what you read, there it's named, no? Mother Mary is there, someone came, angel comes. Is he named? Yes. What's his name? Gabriel. That represents what? The second stage. Angels not as God, but as separate beings with distinct names, one from the distinct from the other. This is Gabriel, this is Raphael, this is Michael. So that takes place at a later stage. Therefore, as some of you said, book of Daniel, no? How many angels? Their names also, no? Raphael, Michael and Gabriel. Then Tobit you have Raphael. Separate beings with separate names. They are not God. What you said earlier, there are human beings, there is God. In between there should be a being. Not God, not human beings, but a separate being, no? What we call angel. No body, only spirit, but what? Uncreated or what? Created spirit. Spirit created. The separate being. That's a later thought. Therefore, in Luke you have Mother Mary is a separate angel. Now, no, not sort of creation, but it's sort of fall of man, no? Yeah. Now turn to chapter 3 of Genesis. Read the section there where the devil's name is mentioned. What are we told? Who is coming from the tree? Serpent. serpent. Just like you have a mango tree in your house, in front. And blame can't be anaconda, but anyway, a small animal coming down. So as I entered the Athiria church the first day, I saw a Garandia. So I thought it's a good sign. Polagek nemeni. So when we have there's people, no, there's a lake there. So our friends come to the houses, no? Yes. So it's a serpent. Later only it becomes a devil in a later interpretation, which we'll come to talk when you try section called devils, okay? Yeah. But there we are told a serpent comes. Yeah. So we have first the thought like angels, no? Angel means God. Then we have, angel is this side, God is this side, separation. And then with this separation, people go into what's called exile. And exile, the Babylon captivity. So they are under Babylonians. After they are what's called under the Persians. So that period, gradually, this angelic thought is developed. So there's a gradual development. Yeah. In Jesus' days, there were two groups, Pharisees and Sadducees. Pharisees believed in angels. Sadducees said, no angels. But Jesus believed in angels like a Pharisee, like St. Paul. And the early church believed in angels like Pharisees did. So this is the little development of the angelic thought. Somebody asked? Yeah. Yeah, now then we come to topic like groups of angels. Now we have national angels, then we have guardian angels, personal angels. So the national guards and personal guards. So we have angels guarding the nation. So like Michael. Then we have angels guarding persons. Okay. Then we have this Gabriel, Raphael, Michael, the archangels. Then we have cherubim, seraphim, principalities, powers. So we have grades of angels. Yeah. So any questions from what we just said about the etymology, then the development of the angelic thought, and then the do they exist? Yes? Yeah, okay, good. So now we have the creation of human beings. Then we have creation of plants, animals, now minerals, then plants, then animals, then human beings, and afterwards we have angels. So why did God create these things? And then also why angels, why? Plants, the minerals have their purpose. The plants have their purpose. Now can we live without minerals and plants? Huh? We can live. God can live, but we can't live. Animals, can we live without animals? At least at your pet dogs and cats and dogs, parrots, you can't live. So when they die, they bring to me, Father, give me a Catholic dog, give me a burial. Sometimes I went to go bless houses, the corner room, Father, bless that. I opened the door, by goodness. When I raise the thing, they think I am going to hit the fellows. I have to bless like this, no? They think I am going to hit the bellows. So we can't live without animals. We need them. Recently, I went to bless a house. I was very much struck by that man's particular what's called love towards his animal. I said, now I smell something, but it's not to be seen. No, Father, wait. Cindy, my darling, come here. So came Cindy, an old dog, can't see. Now he said about 13, 14 years, living with him and the family. And it can't see. It's now blind now, totally blind. But it has been here now. All these about 12, 13 years, it has been here in the house. So it can sense the instincts of finding the chairs and everything. Therefore, they don't change the position. It came to the master. See how much usually we think, okay, just give it into the van, no, so chase it somewhere, or leave it somewhere. No. He has love for that dog. That means, he said, no, he said, what's his name? His name is Cindy Fernando. He's Fernando, so this is Cindy Fernando. Paul Pute namanadda. Not in the family book. Cindy Fernando, member of our family father. So even is old and blind now, still the dog is living with them. So so that the family member of the family. Therefore, they usually one goes for morning mass and the goes for the evening mass to look after the dog. So we can't live without dogs. So they have the animals. So they have a purpose for us, which God ordained. God ordained that purpose. Then we have human beings. Then we have finally down God, in between man and the divine being God, we have angels. So God created them, not that we created them, God created them. Once again, He had ordained a purpose for that. Just for the sun and moon and stars, the inanimate beings, for this animate being, the living being, angel, God had ordained a purpose. What could be the purpose? The divine assembly, Job, no? They are around him. And he consults them. Now, go to the Genesis story, same story. Chapter 1. Go to the verse where let us make man. Verse 26, isn't it? 27, those verses. You see? Verse 26. Let us make humankind in our image. Let us. Not let me. Let us. What does us means? Plurality, no? Plurality. Not single but plural. That means the Job speech, remember? God is seated here. There are sons of God around him, angels around him, host of angels. He consults them. Or not that I mean, not shall we, no? Because he's uncreated. He's not created. Therefore, he doesn't want to ask, shall we or can I? No. Let us. God decides, not the angels. God decides. His decision, he announces to the sons of God. Just like king saying, let us go for war. Or let us go for a peace treaty. Who says? King says. Who decides? King decides. He announces it, shares it with the angels. Let us do this, let us do that. So let us means those Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, cherubim, seraphim, powers, principalities, guardian angels, then national angels. All the angels are, the host is around them, around him. So this is one function of the presence of angels in God's assembly. Then he also what? Sends them, no? For example, Isaiah chapter 6. Turn to Isaiah chapter 6 now. We have this holy, 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 the singing of the angels. First, we have description of the angels. I mean, they have the two wings, no? Huh? Two wings for what? To cover what? Cover their face. Why? Now, for example, God is here. Okay, the one angel is here with the two wings. He's covering the. He's not looking at like this. Why? God is so holy. Is he that holy? Though the angel is in God's presence, is the same sanctity? No. Higher, lower. Therefore, he is not qualified enough to look at the face of God and live. Therefore, he covers the face with two. Then another with the other two, what's he doing? The feet. The other two? Yeah. Just, I mean, like this. I mean, on your mark, get set in that posture. Why? When God says fly, he will fly. So one came to Nazareth with a message, angelia, no? Message. Angelos, angel, messenger, with the message. What is that? You are going to conceive and have a child. Name him Jesus. He's God's son. It's by the Holy Spirit. So ever ready to fly, as God says, in the allied position. So their function is to carry out God's work as angelos, carry off the message. Then if national angels, to guard the nations. If personal angels, to guard the person, guardian angels. And as you said, at the end, to collect all the nations to the feet of Jesus. Therefore, before that, when a person dies, now recently what's that thing I said about angels? When we have these obituary notices, a lot of, very beautiful metaphorical pictures are there. May angels come down and take this soul in flight to our Blessed Mother, to Jesus, to God, like that. So angels coming and taking the soul. So those who believe in what's called the guardian angel, they see that privilege. In future, we'll see how it happened in the angels. This God's called these saints. No? The lives of the saints, how this was an experience. Yeah. For example, Padre Pio, he believed in this personal guardian angel. Always he is directing him, do this, go this. Sometimes before the penitent comes, he knows the sin. Padre Pio. How does he know? Who says this? His angel tells, whispers. To say, for example, I was living in that area for some parish work. Then I went to his seminary where he has lived as a seminarian, Padre Pio. Then the father who gave the talk, he said he had experience of Padre Pio, and his own colleague, Padre Pio from a distance said, better you go back home. Don't stay in the monastery. And so it was like a shocking experience for that person. Not that Padre Pio sacked him from the seminary, but he said, not, this life not for you. And later it was, after his death, it was proof that, yes, better that he left the seminary. That particular vocation, yeah. So guardian angels are always whispering. The thing is, we are not sensitive. We don't tune. The waves are there, we don't tune. So we say they don't exist. But the argument is that there's no proof to say they don't exist. There's no reason why I can't believe, should not believe in angels. There are enough reasons to say we should believe in angels. No reason to say I should not believe in angels. Okay, then, right. Finish off? Okay. In the name of the Father, and